It is 7:48 p.m. on a Thursday in November. The restaurant is on a corner in the West Village. The windows are fogged at the edges. The awning drips from an earlier rain. A bicycle is chained to the streetlight outside. Inside, the hostess stand is lit by a single lamp. You push the door open. The warmth meets you first. The hostess looks up from a leather reservation book. She asks for the name. You give it. She runs her finger down the page. She finds it. She picks up 2 menus. She smiles politely and professionally. She says, "Follow me. You didn't start here. Level 1. You are 24 years old. You work as a junior analyst at a media research firm in Midtown. You make $52,000 a year. You live with a roommate in a walk-up in Astoria. You eat dinner most nights at a Chipotle on Queens Boulevard. It is 7 minutes from your apartment. The burrito bowl with chicken, brown rice, black beans, salsa, and cheese costs $11.95. You add guacamole for $2.75. You pay by card. At the end of the line, the cashier asks for a name. The name is not for recognition. It is printed on the receipt so the staff can call it when your food is ready. You say your first name. She writes it on a sticker with a blue marker. She sticks it on the bag. 4 minutes later, someone in a baseball cap calls the name. You take the bag. You do not look at her. She does not look at you. You have eaten here 212 times. Your credit card statements have a category tracker. You have spent $3,127 at this specific Chipotle over the past year. None of the employees knows your face. None would recognize you outside. The name on the bag is routing information, not recognition. The first rule. At this level, your name is not a name. It is a claim ticket. Level 2. You are 31 years old. You work as a senior product manager at a software company in Soho. You make $165,000. You live in a 1-bedroom in Carroll Gardens. Your rent is $3,200. You eat at a neighborhood Italian restaurant on Smith Street most Wednesdays. It is family run. The owner, a man in his 60s, is behind the espresso machine. One of the servers has worked there for 8 years. You have been going every Wednesday for 3 years. She does not know your name. She knows your order. Rigatoni alla vodka, a glass of the Montepulciano, no appetizer. Tap water. She does not need to write it down anymore. She brings the wine before you ask. When you check in, you still give your name to the hostess. The hostess is new. She looks at the book, finds the reservation, and nods. The server catches your eye across the dining room. She raises her chin in recognition. That is the greeting. The check is $58 with tax before tip. You tip 22%. You always tip 22%. You do the math in your head, so she gets $12.76. You have spent roughly $9,100 at this restaurant in 3 years. She knows your preferences. She does not know your name. You have never told her. Level 3. You are 39 years old. You are a vice president at a private equity firm in Midtown. Your total comp last year was $420,000. You live in a pre-war 2-bedroom on West 86th. You eat at a restaurant on East 65th Street called Leon. It has been open since 1974. The dining room is lit by wall sconces. The maitre d' is a man named Marco. He is 52. He has worked there for 17 years. When you push through the revolving door, Marco looks up from the podium. He does not check the book. He says your last name. He says good evening. He walks you to table 7, the small 4-top on the far wall. You have sat at table 7 the last 11 times. Table 7 was offered quietly over the first 18 months and then assumed. The wine list arrives open to the page of the Cabernets you like. A glass of Prosecco arrives for your guest without being ordered. The captain addresses you by name twice during the meal. The check at the end is $340 before tip. You tip 25%. You come to Leon when you want a client to feel welcomed. The welcome is not for the client. It is for you, extended through them. Marco understands. The second rule, at this level, your name is a key. The lock is in the room you have not yet seen. Level 4? You are 49 years old. You are the co-head of a growth equity practice at your firm. Your comp last year was $4.2 million. You spend 80 nights a year in hotels. You have 6 suits at the dry cleaner at any given time. Marco left Leon 3 years ago. He is now the general manager of a restaurant in the base of a new hotel in the West 30s. The name is different. The menu is different. The rhythm is the same. You arrive without a reservation on a Tuesday at 9:15 p.m. Marco is at the door. He walks you to a two-top by the window. The table was set for another party that has not yet arrived. Marco says something quietly to a captain. The other party is seated one row back. You do not see them. You never will. You do not look at the menu. The kitchen sends out 4 courses, a small bowl of something with uni, a pasta with crab, a fish you do not know the name of, a cheese plate. The chef comes out during the fish course. His name is Henri. He shakes your hand. He says your first name. You say his. The check is not presented. It is added to a running tab that is settled monthly by a firm assistant. Last month, the tab was $14,800. You did not review it. Level 5. You are 58 years old. Your net worth is $140 million. You sold your firm's core business line in 2021 for $680 million. Your carry crystallized. The proceeds went into a family office managed by 6 people in a discreet office on Madison Avenue. Henri left the hotel restaurant in 2019. He trained at a 3-star restaurant in Lyon and cooked for a decade in 2 of New York's most decorated kitchens. He no longer runs a restaurant. He runs a kitchen on the ground floor of a townhouse on East 71st Street that belongs to a holding company that belongs to a trust. He cooks 2 nights a week for a fixed group of 11 households. You are household number 4. Your wife negotiated the arrangement in 2022. The buy-in was $180,000. The monthly retainer is $14,000, whether you attend or not. Attendance is by text to a single number, confirmed by a single reply. You arrive at 8 p.m. on a Saturday. The doors open before you knock. There is no sign on the building. There is no host. There is no menu. There is no check. A woman takes your coat. There are 3 other households at the long walnut table tonight. You know all of them. Henri comes out during the fish course. He does not say your name. He does not need to. Everyone at the table already knows it. The name is the condition of the room. The 3rd rule, at this level, the name has returned to the silence it started in. The difference is the room around the silence. It is 7:48 p.m. on a Thursday in November. The restaurant on the corner in the West Village has not changed. The windows are fogged at the edges. The awning drips from the afternoon's rain. A bicycle is chained to the street light. The hostess stand is lit by a single lamp. A young woman pushes the heavy door open. She is 26. She is the junior on a consulting team. She is meeting a colleague for a dinner she has been saving for. She gives her name to the hostess. The hostess runs her finger down the page. She finds it. She picks up 2 menus. She follows. She does not look back. She does not know how many rooms there are or what the thresholds will cost her. The door closes the same way every morning.